learn or realize when you should give up. And this piece is not going anywhere. Not the way it's going. Not shaping up at all to what I wanted. It's losing too many pieces. So therefore, there goes the first half of this piece, unfortunately. Gone without being able to utilize it as a usable piece. The second half of this stirring, of this wood log, could still hold something, so I will see. It has a potential problem, and that is this right here. This cavity is way too deep to make what I see out of it. What I see out of it is a vase, but this vase will capture some interest on the top, but once it gets over here, this void might not work in my favor. So I'm going to attempt, because that's what we do, is when we're experimenting with pieces like this, we're attempting to see if we can figure out what we can create out of the piece. Like I said, this piece over here might be questionable as to what I can save out of it. I know it could create a huge cavity in here that would be good, but by the time I get to that cavity, I will be losing this. So therefore, that's what makes it kind of awkward and questionable. I got another one right on the opposite end over here as well, so I will see if I can get this to round off over here, which is my first thing that I'm going to be doing, is creating the shape, somewhat the shape of a vase. Then it will tell me whether if it's a doable piece or not. A lot of punky stuff here. A little way down, and the vase is going to probably end up being just about to here. I don't know, I will see, but it's not looking very promising right now. But looking at it from a different viewpoint, I saw something a little bit different than what I'm seeing looking at it straight on. And what I saw is that really I want to come up and take enough of this off and contour this shape quite a bit and bring this up further and see where it goes. I still am doubtful on what this is going to be. If I can make anything out of this one piece. I can see this down here with a lot of funkiness, and I still have to go in pretty deep to make this work. And I got it opposite of each other, so it's not like I can go just on one side or offset it, because it will just offset the two halves. So, seeing that that's the case, I'm going to do a little bit more turning on that and just see what is developing for shape. So I want to pretty much take this whole tip off and go into here quite a bit. So taking off this tip, I'll still capture some interest up there. So I've gotten rid of that. I'm getting a little and this I think will look pretty good. Like I said, I'm not so sure about this hole that's going through here unless I part it out and make this the very top of the base, which would make it about 8 inches long. Let me see. To the tallest point. To the tallest point, it would make it about 8 inches long. I got 9 inches, but I would have to stay behind this a little bit. And I think that might be what I have to do with this particular piece. Don't know if I want to have this hole showing up on the side of the piece. It's got way too much. As it is, it has this wide opening that will be showing up all the way from here to here, so that's almost down to the bottom. There isn't much maintaining the integrity of this. Now this is definitely a case where resin would really do justice on this. I don't want to go any higher with this because then I would start showing up a flat cut again here. What I want to do is take it off from inside to maintain this somewhat undisturbed edge going all the way through it. I'm going to spend a little bit more time before I decide on what to do with the piece in this area, see how much I can bring it down, and I might go and pick up some 2-part epoxy and actually fill this one in. It would be a shame not to be able to let this piece develop. I would not fill up all the voids, but fill up this one over here, and maybe fill up this hole going through here and let the rest of this play with the shape that it will be producing from the top. I'm going to put my steady rest wherever I can get a flat spot or a perfectly round spot over here, which seems to be right about here. That's heading around. Just enough to keep me a little bit in line on this. And that's about as close as I can possibly get it to work. Now this is going to be taking this off right from about here on down, and it will maintain this design that we see here. I might lose this piece, let me see. Nope, it will catch up. I'll have a void going through here and it will pick this up again, and of course this void will go down here and up this branch. So let's see what we got. Now this is going to be rough turning. This wing is all checked, and most likely I'm going to lose it if I don't do something about it, because I still got to go in here deeper, and it's only going to rely on a little bit of wood here, and it goes in, so that even weakens it down more. So at this point, I'm not going to get rid of everything, but I want to stiffen up that these checkpoints that are going through here, and stuff it with a little bit of sawdust in there. You know, if I wanted to maintain this, seeing that I don't have any epoxy right now, I could just as well stuff up this area right here and fill it up. So I'll fill it up with as natural as I can to make it look like it's all part of its beautiful wood grain, and not worry about it substituting it for resin. Well, folks, here I am working, and I saw somebody walking through my yard, and wondering who it was, and it happens to be a wood turner and a fan who was in the area and decided to stop in and say hello.
Right.
And this is Peter?
Peter Johann from Tacoma, Washington.
Tacoma, Washington. what a shock this was.
Yeah,
anyway,
yeah.
He came in, stopped, introduced himself, and was on his way and decided to pay me a visit. I am honored, and he's on the way to see none other than Captain Eddie after he sees me. What an honor to be in the same category.
Right. Well, I didn't know. I have a daughter, sister-in-law that lives in Port St. Lucie.
Okay.
And we've been helping
still
her.
A little ride.
Yeah, I've been helping her clean out her garage after her husband left.
Okay.
And had to get rid of some really nice big tools. But her husband's the one that sort of told me I could do this wood turning stuff.
Really?
Yeah. And so I went home, I started watching YouTube videos. I probably worked 30 or 40 hours of YouTube videos and a lot of Captain Eddie.
Right. I got hooked on Captain Eddie myself on my early days, and I still watch him, but...
and I didn't stumble onto you till a couple years ago.
Okay.
So I've been doing it about 4.5 years now.
Well, that's how long, basically. Well, Peter is gone. He's on his way. He took with him a couple of pieces of wood that I had. Gave him a piece of golden trumpet and a sea grape, and see what he comes up with. He's gone. But I didn't end up empty-handed. I got this amazing piece of wood that he had in his possession, and he gave it to me. No clue what this is, but all I know is that it is beautiful stuff. I mean, it's art in itself without being turned. So I'm anxious to know. If you know what this is, let me know. Put it on the comments below. Well, anyway, it's time to just wrap up for today for a little bit, and and who knows, maybe go edit some of this video. It's been long enough on what's been done up to now. Not going to show the finishing off. The finishing off on this piece will be just parting off the bottom, and once this dries up completely and probably do a little bit more sanding, I'll probably apply a clear lacquer spray on it to hold it up. So that's pretty much the piece that I got from Ansel Warner when he came over for his lesson. He got a free lesson, but I got beautiful wood to with it. Not ready to do the burls quite yet, because I don't know what I want to do with the burls. So, but this piece, well, this is what it is. Hope you like it. Don't forget, give me a thumbs up, and if you haven't subscribed, subscribe to my channel. Thank you, take care, and we'll see you very soon, I'm sure. Take care.